How are you doing? How you doing, Saint? I started and forgot that things were actually moving. I see. That one. You okay? Good. K is good. What am I looking at? You are looking at a tough cookie. You're looking at a woman called Sail Willis, and she's from a book I'm writing. She is not an Eldar, no. She's something completely different. Hold a sec. I actually need to do this because I have a reference that I made earlier. That I need. Two seconds. As I do this one, I can't see what you're writing, so you can say or do whatever you want to, and then I won't understand or get it. Okay, here we go. This one should be good now. She looks so cool. She is cool. The Narith are a very particular breed of species. Let me put it like that. She is one of the main characters, but not. She doesn't start like a main character. She is the granddaughter of one of the original main characters in the book. Narith are originally they're bovine, so they. Humans are primates, so we come from monkey business. We come from, you know, the primates type of species, and we have evolved into our format. And the Narith originated from a cow or, you know, like a deer or an elk-like type of creature, and then they turned into this humanoid type things. They also can't feel they don't feel the effects of drugs. So for a very long time they were, you know, kinda religious. She does. Originally they were, like, I was getting to that one. So originally the Narith were very religious, and they had, like, they fought wars about who was the planet of origin and stuff like that when they started traveling in space. And then they met the first of the other species that also was, you know, traveling amongst the stars. And they realized that, fuck, we're not alone in the space. That means that our religions are somehow not true, really. Which made them go like, fuck, what are we gonna do now? And so they went like, but look, all of these funny people we met in space, they drink alcohol with dinners and they get intoxicated and stuff, so I want to do that one as well. And then they found out that they don't react to alcohol or any other form of drugs, and it drove them mad, like really, to the point where they decided to find whatever it is that will work for them. So they I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit on the music on my end because I'm having difficulties hearing myself here. And then I'm shouting, and that's not nice. So eventually they found that there's this, like, a thing that they all use to drive their spaceships and whatnot. There's no this world, this setting has no oil, or it has very little oil. There's very little oil and gasoline type fuels. Instead, they use something called what did I call them now? It's been a while, and this stuff has happened. I will find it. I have it on my phone because I save things on my phone. Wait. It will be here. Here we go. It is called Sindril. 4 booba counts as a special power. Yes, it does. They can't get high drunk in the beginning. But then they find out that there's like this there's this thing that they use instead of oil or nuclear power or whatever. It's called Sindril. It's a difficult to get substance because it only gets formed in high pressure areas. So like deep sea things. But they figure out that when you put Sindril into engines of your spaceships, you get fumes, and this is dangerous for all the other species. But the Narith, they get kind of intoxicated from it. So they were already kind of in power of all of the drug stuff in all of the galaxy, because they wanted to find drugs, and now they have control over something called dust, which is Sindril. Sindril is, hello Red. They have 4 boobaloos, yes, which is difficult. I'm gonna try to paint that one in today so that she has a form for that one. Sindril is a high energy form material. Actually, if I think about it, it looks kind of like materia in Final Fantasy. I just realized I've never thought about that one before, but now I am actually, because Red popped in and he plays Final Fantasy. It's basically spheres of different colors, and each color is linked to a specific temperament, which also informs how the energy works. Regardless, it's high energy formed into a small sphere. If you light it on fire, it explodes, but with like, it's a Unabomber type explosion. It's not a small explosion. And that's difficult if you want to make drugs out of it. So what they found was that if you add energy to Sindril in some way, it will ignite it and explode it. But if you grind it manually on like grinders, then you get a fine dust, and that one they can use as ways of getting high. And this lady, Sail Velis, she is one of the rulers of a syndicate, the Velis Syndicate, because it's her surname. And they originally dealt with all the erotica, all of the entire sex industry, basically. That the cartel, the Narith cartels handle. And she figured out that if you use Sindril on other species, it's dangerous, but you can spike other drugs with it. So she has manufactured a specific drug that basically is a love drug. It's a cloud of Sindril that she has around her that makes people simp over her. Literally. And that is her superpower. Now, you know, it kind of works weirdly in the beginning of the book because her grandfather is is a pilot of a big fuck off robot, and the pilots actually can. They have Syndril in their backs. It's been. Hello, Salvert. She's a mob lady slash pimp, yes, sort of. But the pilots of the Bunraku machines, they have these Syndril spheres, like little pebbles, that are operated into their spines, and that one does, among other things, make them live for a very long time. And she doesn't know that he's her granddad, so she tries to seduce him, and it doesn't really work because he goes like, maybe this young lady actually is my granddaughter. I don't know. I've lived long. I've shagged around. She could be my granddaughter, so he doesn't really go all simping over her, which makes her pissed off. All to be read. I'm gonna actually. What I'm gonna do is, my lovely wife suggested that I should share some of these writings on the Patreon. So I'm actually gonna see if I can upload a couple of chapters here and there. It's still first draft. It's not at all finished in any way. Just so everyone is aware of that one. I need to do massive rewritings, but I'm kind of happy with how the story is going. And that was that. But yes, Narith are bovine, so they have different. They're taller than humans. They're slightly stronger than humans. They're very skinny, and they also have tends to have what's that one called? Thingies. Vitiligo spots. How's everyone doing? I was just talking about my 4-boob lady here. Oh, saving. Nothing? Did I drop suddenly? I might have dropped a little bit. That is a possibility. Hopefully not. I was being very enthusiastic there. Here we go. Here is the... There we go. That one actually works. I might change her dress into because she wears later in the book, when she skips being a mobster boss lady, she wears a different type of suit, and that one was the reference I made. It's built on that one, and I think I'm gonna change her outfit to that one. How's everyone doing? Did I lose everyone? seem to be still online. So there is that. Ah, still here. Okay, good. I got afraid because I was talking and then nothing. Okay, we're gonna do. I'm gonna give her her gray suit instead. Gray black. I was talking a lot, yes, but did it make sense? Or was it just shit? I tend to talk a lot when I get excited. And this is my story and I get excited by it. I see. Dealer, pimp, brothel lady with 4 boobs. Yes, this is true. This lady is from the same story as. Let me show you the other person I've painted in this story. As Sol. Sol is also in this story. But Sailbill is working better to paint. I'm a lot happier with how Sailbill is coming out. So there's that. I'm gonna lower her. I'm gonna make her have a slightly higher collar. Higher neck. I enjoy writing, you know, strong characters, strong female characters. I really enjoy writing that one. So it made sense why this character would. She really started out as being the villain of this story, and then I went like, nah, I don't want to have her be just the villain. She's cool. You expected more curves. There will be more curves. They are slender though. Cow Lady might be a little bit wrong. It might be a little bit more like it might be a little bit more like how do you call it? Dear Lady. Maybe. There will be curves. Curves are coming. Curves are coming here. Oh dear. Elks. Elks are also good. elks and deer and bovine. Bovine. I have been struggling with the 4 boob parts. Not because it's, you know, not because I'm struggling with it because it's, you know, in some way a difficult concept or that it's, you know, like that. It's not like that at all. I can live with it because I'm making it's a strong character. So I can live with, you know, having 4 boobs as a thing. It doesn't define her. It's just a species trait. Just like, you know, the men have horns. Male Naudith have horns. It's equally much a part of their physique. But we're gonna do this one. The trick will come here, I think. This is where it's gonna be difficult to make it work. But the thing is, you know, it's difficult to paint something that isn't the normal standard anatomy. Anatomy is difficult to start off with. And here I am trying to make something that has different anatomy completely. I thought I would gonna be clever earlier last time before I painted this, started painting on her, and like go like, you know, I'll just have AI give me a model of a woman with 4 breasts. No, does not work like that, because AI goes like, that's porn. And I'm like, dude, I don't want porn. I want anatomy. So that one was not working neither. If I can't get 4 boobed ladies from AI, then what use is it? Is the music okay or is it too loud? Hopefully not too loud. You have a figure of a woman with 4 boobs. Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Because if you say that it's a bad thing, then I need to tell you no. Then I need to come over with like one of them cat sprayers or something. It's a goat lady, yes. How is it a bad? That's what I said. If you say that you have, the body of a woman with 4 boobs, as in it's a bad thing, then I need to come over with a sprayer, and otherwise, yes. We do not do self-deprecation here. Only I get to do self-deprecation. Nice figure and have boob pillars too. Yes. Here we go. Then yes. I think this one is slightly too big. This boob is slightly too big. This boob is slightly too small. And here's her second boob. But like I said, it's been a bit difficult to paint these boobies in because sometimes you write something and you go like, haha, I'm clever. I made something and this makes them special and it makes them stand out as a species in there. They're not just humans, quote unquote. And then I have to paint it and I go like, fuck. Why did I give them 4 boobies? Do I need to send a picture of the goat lady for inspo? I understand now what you said earlier. I am terribly sorry. When you said I have a figure of a woman with 4 boobs, I thought you were referring to your own figure. And I went like, is that a bad thing? A good thing? Suddenly, it makes sense. Yes, you can definitely send me back from making lunch. You can definitely send me an image of the goat lady if you want to. I didn't. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it was Total Recall. It's all Total Recall's fault. How you doing, Zane? How you doing, Morior? How's your life? Enjoying the good weather of winter in... is it decent? Papa Nurgle is still around. Here we go. And now I have this one. And now I can start painting in a little bit of a brighter silhouette. He can't allow people to have some fun. But yes, as I mentioned it earlier, and if I don't know if anyone heard it, but the idea is, I'm gonna share some of the writings from this book, a couple of chapters here and there, as I've written them in the Patreon, because it's fun. You're still there, so you will see them. I mean, I gave you access to read it anyway. So there's that. Wait, this one needs to go up here. Here. Hehehe. See? Okay. So yes, they're tall and lanky and shit. I was thinking, I have this one. Everything is working as it should be. And I will be finishing this one and blah blah blah. And no, I didn't. Because I was pondering to paint her granddad, Hesha, who is also Narith, but 350 years old instead of the 24 or 25 that she is. But he looks like he's like in his late 30s, so there's that. She is also, Sail Velis is also different from most of the Narith in that she does not, generally speaking, get high that much. She doesn't enjoy the usage of the drugs that they have. She doesn't use herself. She just uses it on other people. That dark red thingy is actually working pretty nice here. So we're gonna do that one a little bit in the back. But I'm gonna take a guess and say that I don't think that you read that much more yet. Not that you have to. It's just a conversation. Goat Lady in Discord. Okay. Let's see Goat Lady. What is this? What is this? You started reading It Comes and Goes in Phases. Yeah, that's good. No worries. You. Yes, hold on a sec. Where is the goat lady? Here. I don't see goat lady. Ah, no, wait, whoa. That's a cat? Where did you put the goat? In Monster Talks here, probably. Goat lady, here we go. Okay, that one is remarkably useful. But it doesn't look, yes. I'm late. I'm late to the disco. There we go. That's that one. I have it now. Okay. There's been loads of stuff happening at work lately, so I've been a bit I wouldn't call it distant, but what's it called? Distracted. Couldn't even say it. That's how bad it was. Alright. I am always up to look for something fine. Look at something fine. We are gonna merge these fuckers now. And we're gonna merge that one down as well. And then I can start this. Oh wait, we can do this one. Duplicate layer. And I can make that one into lighten. Which means that it only shows where it's brighter. Right. And then we get like that. And then we can do this. And now we have a more natural light situation going on behind her. There we go here. And we go here. And then we just merge with layer below. And then we save again. Yes, so do send me that one afterwards. I will be glad to look at it. That goat lady though. That is a... That's an accurate depiction of a goat lady. Alright, I saw your message now. Don't worry about it. Fair enough. Don't worry about it. Okay. So now I'm gonna... of course I was gonna read it now. And duplicate that one. And then we're gonna do a little bit of a... I'm gonna bring this one upwards a little bit. We're gonna do this one a little bit taller. And then we're gonna do this one. One sec, we're gonna do this one first. You're all curious. I can't help myself. No, I can't. No, it was just a matter of... Wait, was that the right one? Why is it like this? Oh, because that... Okay. We're gonna change that one. It's just connection stuff. Connection related shizzle. I don't tend to make myself much more interesting than what I am. And this one was a missed opportunity, most likely. I could have gone like the, I don't know, the bangerangs of the Google R's. Or the globular, I don't know. Something. I have to tell everything. That's the law. Okay, now we have this one back. And this one is so, and this one is to be like that. And then I need to paint in her head. See? And a little bit higher up. Oops. Now you're in the loop. It was our sexting account. Sorry, I don't know why I said that one. that oh yes. Okay, so this needs to be a little bit further down. Head is a little bit too tall now, but she needs to be... There's a semi... How do I call this one? There's a semi Navi sensation to them, in the sense that they are tall. She's supposed to give Slender Woman vibes. They're all supposed to give Slender Woman vibes. Well, slender vibes in any case. That is the point. They average at about 10-15 centimeters taller than humans. And the boubage is part of the reason for that one. Okay. I believe we're getting there a little bit. It's just there we go. What is this music? Is it bad? Good? This music is called Azar. It is dark Arabic bass house. If it's bad, I can remove it. It's you call it trap, I think, almost. I can send you the link. This is so I use this one because this is you know, free music. I don't know how they made. Yeah, the Mexican lo-fi is good. The Mexican lo-fi is a bit short though. This one is a little bit longer. Alright, I will send you, before I forget it. Can I share this one? Let me just check this one first, just to make sure. Do not start.
Discipline doesn't work for ADHD man until he starts doing it.
Wow. The fuck? I see. I have commercial on down. Here. Copy. Someone is releasing Illusions the Eternal track in a few minutes. Okay. Here, I'll post it here already. I will also post it in the Discord. Do I need to post it in the general Discord, or do I just share it with signed? It's gonna pop up here, no doubt. Of course it is. Yes, it is. Okay. You had your fun, Discord. Now skedoodle. I will post it in the Monster Talk. Now, back to boob ladies. Okay. Merge with layer below. Now I have the option. I can do this. And we get a little bit more of her shape. I think I'm gonna do that one, yeah. So yes, I am looking at the reference for this one because, as I said, it's difficult with the boobs. So I did make a reference. It's based upon many different ones. I think that the jumpsuit might actually be from. It was a photograph from some movie scene shot or whatever. And it might be related to Hellraiser, but I'm not sure. It kind of looks. I just mixed a couple of images and put them together and make it look like a boob lady, because that's what we need, boob ladies. Things you didn't know that you needed in your life. Boob ladies. Always boob ladies. Trinity from the Matrix could be. Okay. There's a little bit of uncanny valley going on here, but that one also comes from the fact that she has humanoid features, yet still, you know, it's different enough to not really feel like human. I do know what it is that doesn't work. If this is the outermost edge of that one, excuse me, then this is where the outermost must need be here. It's almost time to get to the point where I need to stop, because I need to take them doggos out for a run. As mentioned in the buddies. Okay. This is actually shaping up really well, really good. I see what I like and I like what I see. So one of the things that she does later on in the book is she travels with a posse of absolute amazing women, because the way that the cartels work that she has been in, and especially her own family, because her syndicate that she is in is a family syndicate that belongs to one of the cartels, is that every woman in their household, or in their whatever you want to call it, in their syndicate, have to go through time in one of those one of the brothels that they have, including herself, and she was not keen on that one, for obvious reasons. So because of this one, when she got to power, she was starting to build a little bit of a group of alternative rulers, let's call it that one, inside of the syndicate. So she has built a little bit of a following of people that she has close, that are considered to be family, more or less, that she ends up traveling on a ship called the Silk Blade. It's also because they the Narith, both men and women, are fetishized in this one, so they're probably because of their ability to withstand narcotics. They can get all the benefits of narcotics without any negative sides of it, which is useful in specific industries. And this one has made it so that they basically have the same type of position in the world as in a large extent Asian women have in our world. and she's actively fighting against that one. When shit hits the fan. Something like this. What do you think, people? Are we ready for some time-lapse time? Let's do it. Time-lapse time. Okay. Time for saving, and then we're gonna do time-lapse time. It has, as per usual, been an honor and a privilege to be here, and thank you so much for being here. Wednesday we're gonna do more. Hope you will enjoy me. Hope you will join me on Wednesday, and I'll see you then. And then hopefully the boob lady will be finished. All right, take care. Bye bye.